Good morning, I'm Charlotte McLeod with Diamond Investing News, and here today with me is Yaniv Marcus, investment strategist at Leibish Co, a supplier of natural fancy colored diamonds of all colors and sizes. We spoke last time about the overall attitude towards diamond investments in 2013 and what investors can expect in 2014. As you primarily work with natural fancy colored diamonds, today I'd like to speak to you about common misconceptions that are made with regards to colored diamond investments. So fancy colored diamonds are very rare. Does that mean that they're all considered investment stones? And similar to a colorless stone that could be considered an asset, is size relevant?
Considering that fancy colored diamonds are generally a rare diamond compared to all diamonds available in the market, in a way we can consider most of them investment diamonds. But from what we've seen from information from the market, there are a group of fancy colored diamonds that are considered more of an investment grade than others. Their return on investment has been higher. They're more rare in the market. So there are different groups of fancy colored diamonds.
Okay. So once an investor has purchased a colored diamond for investment purposes, what should they do with it? Does it have to remain in a safety deposit box, or can it be kept loose or worn set in jewelry?
The beauty with investing in fancy colored diamonds is that you can do it both. You can either put it in a safety deposit box, or you can actually, and in our case, we've seen more and more people selling them in jewelry and actually enjoying their investments. It's not very often that you have an investment that you can actually enjoy while owning it.
Okay. All right, so last time we spoke, you mentioned that fancy colored diamonds are seeing increased interest from institutional investors, which are investment funds compounded of billions of dollars. Furthermore, the majority of people read about the topic of diamond investments when amazing auction results are accomplished. And naturally, they think that because prices are in the millions, diamond investments aren't for them. Is that true?
You're right. A lot of people, they listen to the news, they read in the newspaper about major stones sold at auction. They watch on TV a lot of celebrities, walking around with fancy colored diamonds and wealthier individuals, and they probably think to themselves that, hey, it's not something that I can have, which is a misconception, because we have a lot of individuals that are not really in the wealthy that some people may think, and they do purchase these stones for either as jewelry or even for investment purposes. So it is somewhat a misconception.
Oh, okay. So for the everyday investor, how safe is it to invest in fancy colored diamonds? Is it a misconception that diamonds are outright risky when utilized as investment pieces?
Charlotte, that's also a misconception. In reality, if an individual is going to contact us, for example, and would want to buy a fancy colored diamond today and sell it next month, we really would recommend it. Most investments are for the long term. They're not a day trading type of investments, and fancy colored diamonds fall in that category. We always recommend as a long-term investment. And again, the question of risk depends on an individual's risk tolerance, length of time of investments. We've seen countries that have gone bankrupt, so that could have been considered risk, and it has. So fancy colored diamonds can be it is for a long-term period investment.
Okay. All right, so it's not easy to evaluate fancy colored diamonds, and that has led to a lack of transparency in the market. Do you think we'll ever have some kind of diamond trading platform like a stock exchange set up?
It's a challenging question. We've always thought about it on a regular basis. Throughout history, the whole diamond industry has been a closed industry. Somewhat only a few people around the world have been privileged to work within the industry, and it's been a challenge. But as we move along and technology evolves, just like the internet, it seems that it's becoming easier and easier to access diamonds and the retail prices by individuals around the world. So what you're suggesting about a trading platform, I think it's just a matter of time before it's going to happen.
Okay. So, should such a trading platform ever exist, it will result in complete price transparency and ease of liquidity. So how would the diamond industry be affected by that?
I think today there's a lot of fear of it within the industry, but personally, I think that it's going to give some life to the industry. I think that new players are like institutional investors are going to come in, and I think it's going to give like a shot in the blood of the industry, and it's going to revive the industry in a way. I think it's going to create a new demand by some new players in the industry, and I think it's going to be very positive.
Okay. All right, well, that's great to hear. Thank you so much for speaking to me this morning.
Thank you, Charlotte. Have a great day.